Hey, this is Commander Bacon with His Way Homestead, and today we're going to hang a gate. Stay tuned. Oh, look at this. Got to wear something. All right, so one of the things that we have to do in order to get this area here closed off so that we can free range our chickens is to get these two gates installed. So that's what we're going to work on today. The first thing we have to do with this one, I got to move the hinges to this side. So I already got the one off and over there. I'm going to take the other one off. It's just unbolting a bolt and putting a clamp on the other side. So not going to bore you with that. It's all good. And then once we do that, then we're going to have to drill holes through the post and install the hinge pins and hang the gate, and it should be good to go. It's really not a hard process. It really isn't. So stay tuned. All right, so some of the tools that you'll need is a level, short little level. I'm going to be drilling the holes with a big long 3/8 drill bit to get it through the whole way first. And then I'm going to follow it up with this drill bit and crescent wrench, tape measure. Of course, we've got our hinge pins here. So what we did, put that hinge on that side, and I've got a couple blocks of wood here. I'm going to set the gate up on that, give it my first pin location, and then from there we'll measure up. And I left this hinge loose, and what you want to do is get it as close to the top of the gate as you can so that you've got full support on the entire gate. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to set this up on here, level it out as much as we can. It's not that big a deal because you level it out with these nuts. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start with drilling this pilot hole. We're dead center on the post, approximately where it needs to be. There's a little adjustment in this, so it's not that big a deal. But I want to use the level. Make sure I'm level. It's pretty close right there. Pretty green on the inside. Now we'll get our bigger bit. You see this bit, yeah, it will go the whole way through. I might just try it the whole way through next time. I didn't think it would go the whole way through. So hopefully this will chase it right. It's got a brad point, so I don't know if it'll do it right or not. Yeah, it's gonna struggle with it.
Pretty hard through there. I'm surprised.
All right, the whole way through now. I will take this nut and washer off of this side. It fits perfectly. Except I should have brought a hammer to tap this thing in. We can thread it in. Just takes a little longer. And actually you want it really tight. You don't want it loose where moisture can run in through there and rot your post out. So this is actually a good thing. It just takes a little longer. Let's see. See if we can, oh, that's not gonna fit. If that hole would have been bigger, I could have just looped it over it and used that to twist it in. So anyway, we'll stop and while I do this, because it's gonna be boring. Let's see. Now for 1 5/8, you have to use this shim, and that's what we got here. So we're gonna have to use these shims. This is a 2-way automatic latch system. Gonna make that work. I don't know where the nuts. There's one. Ooh, almost lost my nuts. That would not be good. Okay, so this pin goes on the top, and this is where you lock it. So when you want to straddle your horizontal member of your fence or your gate. So we're going to do this so that we know exactly where to space out the hinge. All right. Get one of the nuts out. These are pretty handy to have. It's a lot better than fooling around with the chain and trying to chain it up every time you turn around. We gotta do some adjusting. This little guy is just not lined up right. Gotta hold on a second. You still recording? Ah! It's gonna be the thumbnail. No doubt. Oh. Booger. There we go. I think the problem is this gate, the fencing part is in the way. Oh. That makes it tough. Yep. Okay, so the way this this gate is configured with this fence, I had to go below this horizontal piece of this fence in order to get it to work out with it. Now we can put this shim in here, and hopefully the weld won't be in the way. There we go. Perfectly lined up. All good. Perfect. Yahoo. All right. There we go. Clamp this on here. Good and tight, nice and secure. I don't think that's going anywhere. Now we got to figure out how much room we need for the latch itself. So this latch will help keep the fence from the gate from sagging, and it'll automatically latch it when close it. So I think the gate has come over this way just a little bit more, but I think it's going to work out when we level it out. Let's see. I think that dropped it some. But you get the idea of how that's going to work. Of course, I'm right on top of the fence wire. That's fun too. Yay. All right. So there we go. So we'll work on that some more. But now I think we've got the right distance over here, and we can work on this side. So we're going to put it just temporarily up there, and this one goes upside down, so it'll go like that, right? If not, somebody could just come along and lift your gate off, and then there'd be no point in locking it, right? So we're going to be like right there. Keep my finger there. Blake will tilt it away from the thing. Got it on there. Kind of level it up the best I can. I think that's about it right there. Sometimes these bits get clogged up a little bit, and that's okay. Just have to just keep working it. Be just about getting through. Perfect. Didn't hit the fence. Perfect. All right. Take this off. Tell you what I'm going to do though. I'm going to ream this hole a little bit. Just a little bit. Hopefully make it a little bit easier to put this pin in. And they do you a favor of putting the nut clear out to the end, so you have to work it the whole way back the other way. That was a lot of fun. Good times. All right, you want your washer there. That's better. Yeah, still have to twist it in. Got to the center. This one's a lot easier because I'm not right next to the ground. Out on the other side. Washer, the nut on there. Yeehaw. Now we're going to get it close. I'm going to tilt that back up a little bit. So now we're going to raise this up to here. tilt the fence a little bit, or the gate leg. It's got to go toward the, lift up on that end if you could. All right, so all I'm doing is, now that we have it in place, I'm just going to tighten this hinge clamp up. Okay, so theoretically, I mean, nothing's tightened up, but this gate should hinge perfectly. There we go. And see, the idea was put it up against this one, then when we open it up, it opens up to the fence. And it makes it better to drive through and everything else. So now all we have to do is work out this latch. I think that can still go that way some. I think it'll be good. So we just have to work on leveling it out. And that's just a matter of tightening up the nuts on this hinge pin, getting this in the right location. I think we'll, so you can draw that up. See that? It's pulling it in there. And we'll have to draw the one up in the bottom too. But I have to go to the other side of the fence to do it. So we're gonna draw this up some more. Try to, you need to get on that other side and don't let it swing. Yeah, I might have to adjust that top hinge clamp. What's it look like? All right, so what you need to do, there's a lot of different ways to adjust the gate. You can loosen up this pivot clamp and spin it to make the gate tilt in or out. You can adjust your pivot pin to make the gate raise up and lower. And the big thing is you're looking for your ground clearance and your clearance with your other post. Unfortunately, with how the ground is on this, the gate itself, if you put a level across here, it would not be level. But what we're looking at is clearance with this post and clearance with the ground. We can't even really open it up this way because the ground has a hump there. So this gate will always open up to this side, which is okay. It's fine. It's perfectly fine that way. And it'll rest up against the fence. And that's kind of what we wanted. We wanted to make sure we could do that. All right, so I wanted to show you a close-up of what I did with this automatic latch system. So the big, excuse me, the big thing you want to do with your gates is make sure you got the same gap between the posts, right? You don't want to have a big gap over here and then it's really tight over here. The problem is with this latch system, it has to be close to the gate. So what I did, I had some pipe and I cut little pieces, made little standoffs and screwed it in that way. So it steps it off and gets it in the right location. Okay, so that's kind of how that works. And it engages enough. It really could be stood off a little bit more, maybe 1/4 of an inch more. So I might end up making bigger standoffs. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe just put a couple washers underneath of it. So, but I wanted to show you how that worked. So all you have to do is lift that up and it opens up and then just shut it. And it locks it. Pretty cool. There you go, Tim. Thought you'd like that. Anyway, that's how I did that. So in full transparency mode, I did have to rework this one a good bit and had to move the pins a lot. So I got these big holes here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find a piece of dowel that fits it that size. I'm going to drive the dowel in there and then I'm going to silicone caulk that so that no water gets inside of that. things happen. First time I've ever done it, so figuring it out the hard way. So here's a helpful hint. You need to look at the lay of your land, and you need to kind of prop up your gate and get it roughly level first, right? Get that level in there. Find out where your high point is. Your high point is going to be your deciding factor. And that's what we had a problem with. We had the hinge pins too low, and in order to get it to clear the ground, the fence was cocked up in the air like that. That wasn't good. So went and redid it, put the hinge pivots higher so that this is level now, so that when it's level, see the posts are parallel with the gate, everything looks good. So it takes some finagling, and I didn't realize that the first time. So you learn and you drill a bunch of holes, way too many holes. But that's kind of where it's at. Looks good. I think it'll work. I'm pretty happy with it. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show you with that part. That latch system's pretty cool. It's kind of expensive. Got it at Tractor Supply. It's like 25 bucks. And really, with how the land lays here, I can't open the gate both directions. I can only open it one. They make a one-way gate latch, so could have got that. Would have been a little bit cheaper. Not much, though. All right. Stay tuned. See you later. Bye. All right, so what we did, we got the gate up. We put the latch mechanism on the other side, and I found out where the pin needs to be, and I drew a plumb line the whole way down here so I can locate and put in my pins. So now all I'm going to do is measure. I think we need to raise this up a little bit, maybe. I might need your help balancing it. The one on the bottom goes with the pin up in the air. Whoa, it's falling over. Right there. There you go. Gotta figure out where it needs to be. Let's put it right there. And this one goes with the pin going down. I'm going to line it up with the center of the pin. It needs to be right there. All right. Now we drill a hole. We're going to set the gate aside, and we're going to drill a hole in the post. Good times. All right, turn it off. Hyper speed. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, that's not good. Hit the fence. That's not good at all. That's going to be in the way the whole way. Crap. I didn't damage my drill bit hitting that fence. Where did that hit, Blake? Okay. So this gate, we had the posts too close together in order to utilize that automatic latch. So what we had to do, if you come over here closer, so there's a lot of different ways to adjust these hinges. So we actually turned this hinge clamp here 90 degrees than what you normally would, because we couldn't get it close enough to the post. So if you can see, we've got it like that. And that's perfectly fine, because this gate will always swing open that way. With the hill that we have on this side, you cannot open this gate this direction. It's going to hang up on the ground. So this is perfect the way we have it set up. So keep in mind, so not only do you have your adjustment here with the hinge pin, but you also have adjustment with your hinge clamp. So your female part of your hinge, you can adjust that on your gate. You can also adjust your hinge pin in and out that way. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. I think this one turned out really well. So that's all we've got for today. We're not going to show you installing the automatic latch. We're going to do that another time. I'm not going to show it. It's just, you just have to put lag bolts to hold the thing in place. It's not a big deal. So don't forget, his way is the best way. We'll see you next time. God bless you.